Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our Let's Play of The Darkest Dungeon on the Ninja Stalker. Feed up right in there. Ooh, that was weird. I saw the video pause for a bit. Never seen that before. So, we are going to try to not stay at the hamlet for too long, the estate, fixing or looking at stats or whatever, but I can't help it sometimes when I have characters that are kind of fucked up with quirks. So there's that. I do apologize for the first video having no commentary because there's probably some people getting annoyed at just seeing a screen stand still for too long. I assure you I was talking, but there was no commentary, as I explained that in the last video. Last video was probably a bit lackluster, so this one we're going to try and make a nice
family name once so well regarded.
The town's abuzz,
Now,
Crumbling
barely
Stone,
whispered
and
aloud
entry to
by
Forgotten
decent folk.
Labyrinthian Garden has been uncovered. I believe this is the entryway, the location to what do you call it? The Crimson Court. Now, in order to get to the Crimson Court, you need an invitation. At least that's the way I remember it last time when I was playing this game on through. The other one that you saw where it said Radiant and it said Week 76, you need an invitation to get over there. However, because the Crimson Court is activated, any number one of the characters that you have that go out into the field can receive the Crimson Curse. That's something to watch out for. So there's that. I am also trying to collect people for a team here. Let's see. What do we have at the stagecoach? We have shit at the stagecoach. Is there an upgrade? No, because I did use the upgrade for something else. So we need deeds, crests, and busts. Shit. Go to the Abbey real quick. Yeah, damn it. This is a problem. My two healers are not going to be in the next. Yeah, no, I can't bring them because look at them. They're all afflicted. Hopeless, irrational, paranoid, hopeless. Oh boy. Alright, you, I believe, God-fearing. In town will only pray for stress relief. Right. What of you? Increase stress recovery. Let's see something. Increases, yeah, so all this will increase stress recovery, and then the next set will decrease the price. How much was it gonna cost? 1,200. Get the fuck out of here. Let me see. What do we have? That'll give us. Get that, I suppose. And go ahead and do that. Pray to a higher power. Get on with it. Alright, so he is going to lose the affliction and he will lose the stress. What of you? Yeah, you. Slow reflexes, that's not exactly great. Zoophobia is not exactly great either. Oh boy. Okay. You and you. Oh, let me see. To gamble. That. What if you? Clumsy. We kind of want to get rid of that clumsiness. And you are level 1. want this one. 4 flashing daggers. That's actually a pretty decent one right there. Thrown dagger. That's a pretty decent one as well. This one causes blight. What is this one? Shadow fade. And increases your dodge. Blade resist can go down with you. Versus marked. +5 on that. This one's forward. This one's back. I didn't realize that. We're gonna want that. We're gonna want that. And flashing daggers is pretty good. That one's pretty good. I like that. That, and might as well do that. You know what? We'll give her all that. What of you? Yeah. Tattered robes turns into scholar's robes and bleached skull. Speaking of which, let's go back to the guild. Pop you in there real quick and see. Yeah. What do we have here? Sacrificial stab. Vulnerability hex. Ah, so this one marks the target. Pass stealth, mark target. D-stealth debuff. Target for -15 on the dodge. Hands from the Abyss, that's the one I don't want. Demon's Pull. That's pretty good, actually. But we are going to... Wait a minute. Yeah, we're going to want this one, because it increases our healing, but I think it also increases the chance for you to bleed. It's not exactly good, but the healing is what we're looking for. Abyssal Artillery, we're gonna want that. We're gonna want this. Go ahead and pop that. We don't want this. What is this? Vulnerability Hex. This one, ranged. -30. That unlock, go for that. Yeah, even though it's extended amount. Let me see. Dismiss, did we do any? Yeah, we did. And I don't care for the Plague Doctor. He needs to be worked with, so that's 1. 2 are gonna be 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. Okay. Crude sachets now turns to crafted, and then attendant's robes turns into the intern's robes. Interesting thing for the Plague Doctor. I believe this character is a female model, but that's besides the point. This individual right here, the only way I say female is because it kind of looks like a set of boobs right there. But anyways, for the Plague Doctor, back in the, I don't know if medieval times is the correct term, during the times of like the Black Plague and all that, when they constructed this outfit right here, this unique outfit and especially the headgear was created because they believed that it helped the individual within it to be resistant to the plague. For example, this headgear right here, this long nose that makes these characters look like some type of crow. Right here at the very end, at the tip over here, there's a set of crushed flowers and herbs and some kind of what they believe is medicinal medicine that help these plague doctors resist the blight. It didn't do a whole lot, but it was better than nothing. So I'm not going to say that this helped the plague doctors, But I'm not going to say that it did not help the plague doctors. There's some cases that plague doctors received the plague, they've received the blight back in those times, and others didn't receive it at all. It could be that somebody was wearing the uniform correctly. It could be that somebody wasn't wearing the uniform correctly. It could be that they were using the right kinds of herbs. It could be that some weren't using it. Whatever the case is, they dressed like this to prevent the blight getting to them. So yeah. In some cases, they were covered and smothered in some kind of I don't want to say secretion, but some kind of slime that they believe prevented the plague getting into them while everyone around them was dying and throwing up and all this and that. So, yeah. Anemic, nervous. Oh, man, you suck. Noxious Blast. Blight, 4 points for 3. 4 points for 3. We can go to the first 2. This is the back 2. That'll stun them. This is for the first 2. 1 point for bleeding. Battlefield Medicine. Heal 1 for 1. Cure Blight and Bleed. Buff target for 25%. And clusters. 17 blast. Ooh. It's the one individual that might actually get all of these upgraded because it's not too bad. Oh, they give little, I just didn't realize. Okay, so, let's see, Plague Doctor. Doctor, researcher, and alchemist who prefers to hang back, eating away at her foes. Yeah, see, so it is a female. At her foes with stacking damage over time abilities, like Toxic Clouds and Plague-filled Grenades. She's equally effective in support role, blinding and confusing foes while enhancing a party survival, with damage increasing tonics and remedies for bleed and blight effects. Oh, we can't pull. What have you? A rogue, a thug, a thief. Highwayman has honed his skills with the dirk and flintlock to devastating effect. Whether at range or in a melee, he is equally effective at dispatching his foes, be it grape shot area effect or single shot target. Or single target bleed. The Highwayman's skill is focused solely on dealing damage in a variety of ways. What have you? A lifetime of scholarly inquest into the ancient and forbidden lore has opened the occultist's mind to the powers of the void. Debilitating curses and maddeningly impossible support skills are his specialty. The void, however, is an unpredictable power, and consequently skills' effectiveness can vary dramatically and usually come at a cost of light or stress. That's why I try to choose certain skills that don't do that. So like this one, Hands from the Abyss, 100, was it 10? Stuns 110% base, but the torch goes down. There's probably one of these that does stress or something. Wasn't really paying attention. I don't know, but you get my point. What of you? Grave Robber is a versatile and nimble combatant, moving back and forth through the ranks with ease. She strikes without warning and retreats into the shadows, continuing her assault at range. If her throwing daggers and poison darts are getting the job done, she can return to the melee, buff and slinging her pickaxe. Yeah, I don't know about that. And then the Jester. Combat is a power ballad, a slow build-up, and a grand finale. On the offensive, the Jester leaps to and fro in bloody cacophony. It's the first time I've ever seen that word. Positioning himself for a glorious end in the front ranks. Alternatively, he can hang back, delivering chilling melodies and unsettling riffs that terrorize his foes and give strength to his allies. Yeah, there are things that I do like. Oh wow, I can actually. I don't know if we're gonna have enough money. Is there anything that I can sell? Unequipped all. Yes, give me trinkets, because we're probably gonna have to sell some shit. Just not right now. So there's that. We haven't had a chance to check you and you, but let's go back to the Plague Doctor. Let's see, Noxious Blast. Should this individual be at the front ranks, do we want a Noxious Blast? There are times where we get surprised and we get moved around. I like having my individuals versatile. Let's see. This is a good one because it can get the back 2. This could get the back 2 as well. This can get the front 2, but not at the same time. And it's a bleed for 1 to 3. Battlefield Medicine, Cure Blight and Bleed, Cure Blight and Bleed. This is actually pretty good. You can heal for 1, and I'm sure if we upgrade 1 to 2, and we still Cure Blight and Bleed. And we're gonna be there. Chances are we're gonna have some bleed, and we're gonna have some blight. So having this would be pretty damn good. Emboldening Vapors, buff target, plus 25 damage, plus 3 speed. It's good, but I don't know if we actually want to have this. Even though if we upgrade this, it could be plus 27% damage and plus 4 on the speed. What a view. Disorienting Blast. Clear corpses with this one, but it's a 1 target. But it could be done in any position. Well, I like this, so we'll go with this. So this is one of the skills we're gonna have. So our Plague Doctor will be supportive. I think we're gonna want the Plague Grenade. I don't want that. We can stun the back 2, or we can get this if ever we're in the front, or if we're ever in the 3 positions. This has to be done in the back. This one has to be done in the back. Disorienting. Shuffle Blast everyone. Maybe what we can do. Okay, so we'll do that one. So now we have 1, 2, 3. Now we need a 4th one. I don't want this one, I guess. I don't want this one because instead, we'll do Disorienting, because this could be done in any position. It'll shuffle a single target, and it'll stun the target, and it'll also clear enemy corpses. Yeah. We'll go with that. It probably would have been better to have this, because this can definitely be done in the first position, as well as the second and third position. But it's only 1 point for 3 rounds. We can build it, but I'd much rather have this one. She cannot be in the front position. If she's in the front, she can't do a single thing. That's the issue right there. It's a risk I'm willing to take. It's probably going to bite me in the ass, to be honest, but there is that. I don't know why I backed out. Let's see, what do we have here? Solo, ranged, forward 3. Okay, so that means the Jester can be in any position. Whatever position he's in, if he's like in the final back row, he's going to move forward 3 spaces with this move. What this does is negative 10 accuracy. on the target, I believe. But then on himself, he's going to have +5 speed, and his finale is going to be plus 50% damage with this maneuver right here. Slice off is, let's see, 95 on that. The target's going to bleed for 3 rounds. Damage modified is -33%. Battle Ballad, this helps everyone. What is this? Inspiring Tune. Battle Ballad, buff target. So somebody on my team is going to have +3 speed, +5 accuracy, +2% critical. And on himself, the Jester will have a finale of +20% damage. You can see that there's a trend here that most of these are all buffing up this maneuver right here, the finale. This finale, though, can only be used once, I believe. But it's pretty good, especially if you have, like, let's say there's a boss at the end of the level that you need to kill. If he's not being targeted, if he's not getting hurt, and he gets a chance to pull through with this one right here, finale, +20%. Where's it at? This one right here, +50% finale. This one +20. This one +20. If you get a chance to do all the ones that do +20 or +50, and you add them up, and you have the boss, and the boss is just right there, and you get a chance to knock these off, this will bring the boss down. It's pretty good to have this character. The only issue with this Jester is that he does not have a whole lot of health. He's not very tanky. He's a very squishy kind of individual. So if he's not being targeted, you get a chance, you know, let the finale go through. Let's see. For that matter, what do we want? He can cause bleed for 2 for 3 rounds. This one's 3 for 3 rounds. But let's see. That's 1. This one's 2. This is 3, and this is 4. So we have the 4 maneuvers to pick from that'll help with finale. So that means this Dirk Stab could be done in any position, and it makes him move forward by 1 move. There's your finale. That could only be done if you're in the front position. Solo can be done in any position. Oh wow, and it makes everyone on the enemy team go down by -10 accuracy. That's pretty good. Damage modifier, there is no damage because it's just a tune that you're strumming on a guitar. The bleeding's pretty good. Battle Ballad, it can only be done in the last 2 positions, and you can buff a target, giving them some speed, accuracy, and critical, but you also give yourself the extra damage. And then Inspiring Tune can be done in the last 2 positions, but it's also a de-stressor. Excuse me. So I think what we're gonna do is we'll go with this one. We'll go with this one. We are going to not unlock this one. I was going to, but that's 900. I'm not gonna have any money, and we're gonna have to be selling some shit. Let's see. I don't believe he can go to the blacksmith. That's a negative. What about you? You've already been worked with. You've already been worked with. You can't be worked with. You've been worked with, and you've been worked with. So that's 1, 2, 3. We have 3 people because these guys need to rest. Great. All right. So, who the hell wants to be on this team? Let's see. What do you have? Nymphomania, plus 20% stress, healed at the brothel. You nasty bitch. Duckonophobia, obsessed with killing. Ruins foe, plus 20% stress in ruins. What attacks do you have at least? Rallying Flare, plus 3 torch. Accuracy is 95, damage is -95, torch is plus 3. Other heroes, you can clear a stun. You can clear marked, and then you can buff others, plus 10% debuff resist. Bola, the first 2 get targeted, 95, -50, plus 5% critical, but they get knocked back by 1. Or somebody does. There's a 75% chance of that. Sniper's Mark, you mark the target. Okay, so mark the target. Debuff target for -20 dodge. Okay, so whoever you mark, as long as they're not in the first position. And then there's this one, plus 50% damage against the marked target, and plus 5 on that. Alright, but you have to be in the final 2 positions for this, final 2 positions for this, final 2 positions for this, any position for this. What of the others? Suppressing fire, you can target 3 as long as you're in the final 2 positions. What of this one? Blind fire. Random target ranged. Okay, so any one of the 4 targets is going to get picked and shot at. You buff yourself for plus 4 speed doing this, but your accuracy is at 80. And then Battlefield Bandage, you can heal 2 to 3. That's pretty good. Heal 2 to 3, buff target, plus 20% healing received. That's pretty good. 2 to heal 3. 2 to 3 for healing. And you buff the target to receive more healing next time around. That's pretty good. We might pick you up. We might. The thing is, you have this, and we're probably going to be going to the effing ruins. Do we want another Crusader? Let's see. He is thick-blooded. He's not going to receive Blight as easy, but he still can. Tippler will only drink in town, and misses the spot. Negative 1% crit, but it's not the end of the world. You have Smite. You have Zealous Accusation. You don't have Stunning Blow, which is fine. You do not have Bulwark of Faith. It's not exactly grand. But you do have Battle Heal. You can heal pretty much for 2. It's decent. It's not great, but it's decent. Considering the Occultist has the 0 to 15, and you can get the 0 or a 1. He can definitely do a 2 every time. Unless somebody's afflicted with some kind of disease or something that says receives less healing. He does not have Holy Lance, but he does have Inspiring Cry, which heals 1 for 1, and it does the stress, but it also gives plus 5 on the torch. That's a maybe as well. Bohan here is a maybe. The Leper. He's robust. He's a bad gambler. Increased chance of losing money while gambling. That's not good if we ever have him gambling. Claustrophobia. Severe fear of enclosed spaces. I'm not sure where that works again. He likes being in 2 forward positions, so he has excuse me. He has Chop. He has Chop is inaccurate. See, this is the thing I don't like about the lepers. They are inaccurate individuals. 75% chance, 75 base on the accuracy. That's pretty much 75% chance to me. It works against every time I have a leper. He doesn't really do too well. The Hue is another good one. If you're in the first 2 positions, you can target the next 2 and hit them both. Damage is not that powerful. Crit is there. Crit is there. Purg. So long as you're in the first 2 positions, the enemy target at 85% or 85 base accuracy, damage negative 90. You can knock him back for 3. Enemy party. Clear all corpses. Well, there's that. Buff self. Revenge. As long as you're in the first 2 positions, you get plus 25 damage, plus 10 accuracy, plus 1% crit. Debuff self, negative 15 dodge, negative 25% protection. It's not good. And then Solemnity, heal for 6, and then you get plus 25 blight resist, plus 25 bleed resist, plus 25 debuff, and plus 25 move resist. I just don't really see a good use for the leper. What is this one? Withstand self, negative 9, mark target, buff self, plus 25 protection. That's pretty good right there. Intimidate. So long as you're in the first position, accuracy is 95, damage is negative 85, so you're not going to do a whole lot of damage with this intimidation. Bypass stealth, and there's a stealth. Mark the target, and the target gets negative 20 damage and negative 20 protection. Meh. It's okay. Let me see. You two are in. You two need to go in. We need to start selling. Plague Doctor. +8 accuracy, but -5 on the max HP. What is your accuracy right now? Accuracy modifier. What would this be? That's okay, just went down by 1. This one, we could sell this with torches above 50, which we're gonna force the torch to always be above 50. Plus 15% damage of torches, but we do get an extra 10% stress. An extra 10% could be an extra 2, an extra 1. It depends. Boots +4. And this is good. 20 resist on the move doesn't really bother me. This, however, the +8 dodge with the -33 healing received. We can sell this. Yes. We'll sell that. How much would this be worth if we sold this shit? No, not right now. I mean, we could get a lot of gold, and considering that's pretty much screwed, because these guys need to go and heal up. So you like to be in the last 2 positions. Dismiss can be in those. Plague Doctor needs to be in the last 2. You need to be in the 3rd. Move. Finale. Buff target. Ooh. Okay, wait a minute. Battle Ballad, buff a target for 3 speed, 5 accuracy, 2% critical, and then buff self on the 20 damage. Or, Inspiring Tune, -10 on the stress, buff target for -10% stress, and buff self for +20% damage. So, pretty much stress. So we either want stress or speed, accuracy, and critical. Speed, accuracy, and critical, or stress for stress. Ooh, this is a tough one. They're both good if you ask me. Speed, accuracy, and that, or stress. And they're both going to give me finale. I mean, with this, we can potentially be faster than the enemy, which means we will attack first, and we'll have a chance to hit accurately, plus we got a chance of doing a critical. And these will stack. So if I use it once, I can use it again on the next round, and somebody's going to have 6 speed, plus 6 speed, plus 10 accuracy, plus 4% critical. And then I could probably even use it a 3rd time before it fades away to reset on a 6 speed. So then I'll have 9 speed, 15 accuracy, and what was it, 6% critical, right? There is that. But then there's also the, you know what? We'll stay with this. This seems like we're doing a circle and a chase with the stress, because 10 stress and negative 10% stress, somebody like, what was his name? The guy who does the Tempting Goblet or the witch enchantress who does like the stress incantation or whatever. You know, the chick who's got like her boobs showing a bit. They do quite a bit of stress. I mean, it would be good to have something that stops the stress a lot, but I'm sure this, if we upgrade this, it'll be pretty nice. We'll go with this and see how it goes for now. So let's do that. So we don't want you two, so it's between you and you. We need someone in the forward position. It'll probably be Bohan if we think of it like that. -6 on the stress, +5 on the torch. Healing, so he can heal and he can heal again. And it can be done in any position. This one, any position. This one, the first 2 positions. This one, first 2 positions. And this one, the first 2 positions. She, last 2, last 2, last 2, any. Torch, clear stun, clear mark target. Shoot. Dismiss 3, first position, any position, 3. You, last 2, 2, any of the 3 forward positions in any position. Huh. Oh, man. We are gonna need. We're gonna need him. We're gonna need Bohan here, because he can heal, and we need someone in the first 2 positions. Someone just has to be there. Yeah, I mean, she would be pretty good, but it's got to be Bohan.
A mighty sword arm anchored by holy purpose. A zealous warrior.
All right. Now you two need to shit. Wait, actually, what do you have that maybe we want to get rid of? What do you have that maybe, well, we want to get rid of that. $1,500. Reduces positive quirk treatment cost by 10%. Yeah, how about we wait? Let's go to the tavern. How about... oh, so you only like to do that, huh? You frickin' drink away your sorrows. You frickin' gamble your shit away. I don't know. Oh God, we don't have. I'm gonna have to sell. 15% damage if torches above 50. Oh my God, I don't want to sell it, but I have to because we're just not gonna have shit out there in the field. Fuck. Let me see. Let me see something. Okay, so there's a courtyard. We can go there, but we have to be invited. So there's we can go to the Warrens. All right. There's the Weld, the Cove, and Darkest Dungeon. So they're all available to us, except courtyard. You need the invitation. What the shit is it? Oh, for the Abomination. That's for the Ruins, Abomination. Transform, negative 25% stress inflicted on part. That's pretty good, considering the Abomination. And then negative 25% on transformation stress. That's pretty good, too. Medium. Kill the Necromancer apprentice. Ooh. Shit. What else do you have for us? What is this? This is for the Vestal. Virtuous Chalice. Plus 10% virtue chance. Negative 5% HP. That's not great. What do we have here? Swift Cloak, uncommon, plus 2 speed. Negative. Okay. Ooh, events All Saints Day. What have you... Well, this is veteran. Moon Cloak, plus 15% protection if torch is below 26. Yeah, fuck that. What of the Warrens? This is for the Grave Robber, Quickening Satchel, common, plus 2 speed, plus 2%, plus 20% move resist. It's not bad. What of the Weld? Ooh, Gambler's Charm, uncommon, plus 15% max HP. That's pretty good, but negative 10% death blow. 10% isn't too bad, but there is a chance that you pretty much get the death blow. Now, let me see. If we gave it to you, death blow's at 67, so that means you'll be about 57. Meh. With the Cove. I've never gone to the Cove at all. Complete room battles. Yeah, I've never gone to the Cove. Because I've always gone to the Warrens to try and get rid of negative quirks. To me, at the Warrens, you have a higher probability of getting rid of negative quirks should you run into certain items. But considering how much money we have, about that. I kind of want to do this one. Kill the Necromancer Apprentice. The Necromancer performing unspeakable rituals in the shattered halls of your ancestral home. It must be stopped. This is pretty good, considering the Abomination. I don't really play the Abomination, but I don't mind the Abomination. The reason why I don't play the Abomination too much is because I always end up having characters like the Crusader, the Vestal, and other characters like the Flagellant, who are holy-based characters. They don't like the Abomination, and those are my go-to characters. But should you run into characters who don't mind religion, Abomination is pretty decent. Negative 25% stress is pretty good. Apprentice level 1, that's not bad, but it is a medium-sized dungeon. I might just risk it. We clearly don't have the money for certain provisions. But we just might do this. You, let's see, any position, forward position, any position, last 2 positions, any position, forward position, any position, last 2. Okay, so let's have you park in the back. Let's see. So you pop you right there and dismiss. Let's move these guys around, see if we got anything special. No, I didn't think so. Alright, so 3rd position, you, there. So, any. Oh yeah, I forgot to change. Okay, so, remove. So, Noxious Blast, Plague Grenade. Blinding. We wanted this, and we wanted this, I believe. Yeah, so let's put the Noxious Blast on. Be done in the 3 positions. Let's go with the Plague Grenade, which can target the final 2. You can target the first 2. No. Medicine and disorienting could be done anywhere, so we'll go with medicine and we'll go with that. Okay, so there we are. So that means if he moves forward, which he will because he's eventually going to be at the front, the Plague Doctor, she can use this, she can use this, she can use this, and she can use this because they can be done in any position so long as she's not any further than the pretty much the last 2 positions or the 3rd position if need be. As for dismiss, can move around a bit. Pistol shot can be done in the 3 positions. This can only be done in the 1st position. Uses per battle. This is just 1 time, but you're pretty much going to do that every single time. And then this will move you forward. So, yeah, so he can move around too. So he's going to be shifting around. And then you, of course, done anywhere. This is not going to be done in the first two. That and that. Shoot. This is going to be an issue. If he gets moved around, I'm going to have to actually... Well, no, because then I can have him move back, I believe. Is there a thing? Move forward. Move back 3. Yeah, okay, so when he gets to the front and he uses Finale, he'll move back 3, so that means he can be shifted back up to the number 2 position at the very least. Because he's going to be shifting around 2, which is going to force him to move back 1. So, I guess we'll leave you at white, red, and black, or... Yeah, we'll just have that, I suppose. We don't have Abomination, but to have this on the ready would be pretty good. Let's look at our trinkets. Plus 50 damage, and dodge, and that, but stress. Alright, bring on the stress, I guess. Move, resist, and dodge. 50, 30, 20. Okay, how about you? Get some extra dodge. Yep, but you'll be able to move around, I suppose. Okay, let's check our provisions. Who the hell gave me this? I know this came from the Crusader. Anti-venom. Who would have given us the anti-venom? Who gave us the anti-venom? He gave us something. Because Dismas doesn't give us anything. The Highwayman doesn't give us anything. Medicinal herbs, I'm guessing, is the Plague Doctor, and the anti-venom might have been, Jester, maybe. Okay. Oh boy. We won't have shovels. We won't have keys. We won't have... Shit. I mean, we can find shovels, but that's gonna be tough. That is gonna be tough. And it's a medium-sized ruins. We're probably gonna run into something where this group is going to get stressed out to get through it. And then we won't have any keys on top of that. I mean, we can find keys, but... Oh, crap. Fuck it. Let's go with it. Let's go with it.
Mastery over life and death was chief among my early pursuits. I began in humility, but my ambition was limitless. Who could have divined the prophetic import of something as unremarkable as a twitch in the leg of a dead rat?
Okay. I'm going to put the headset down and I'm going to get... Delicious. All right.
A devil walks these halls.
Okay, we have a scouting chance.
Only the mad or the desperate go in search of him.
Now, our objective is just to kill the Necromancer Apprentice. It would behoove of us to locate him, her, it, and kill them as soon as possible, considering what we have. So So, since we are here, I'm not going to bother going backwards since there's nothing in this location. There is a curio, but there's a battle, an unnecessary battle, if that's the case. Had I have more items, I probably would have gone that way. We are going to go this way. Let's see. What do we have? Traps for 10%, for 60%, 30%, and 30%. So, Dismas is the one to pretty much take the charge.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Okay. Altar of Light. Where's my clipboard? Ooh, let's see. We are in the ruins. The Altar of Light. If you use that, that will happen. Let me see. We only have one of those. There's that. That. Was there a reason to use anything we could... Wait a minute. Ignore, click on you. Go ahead. Get buffed until camp. So, there's that. If I used holy water, it would have been 30% instead of 20%. But I want to save the holy water for something else. You can use the holy water for the Eldritch Altar, which can purge a negative quirk. It's a possibility. You can also use holy water for a bunch of other things. Stress heal, cure status effect, heal 12 HP on a holy fountain. Just there's a bunch of other stuff. I hate how the freaking torch just dies so quickly. Look at that. We're already down to 78. Like, what the shit? Alright, we need to get rid of this guy. So... 43, medicine. And disorienting. Stuns him. Corpses. And shuffles him. How about we stun this guy, shuffle him around.
Well struck.
Go. Now everyone will target him since he's at a closer position. You just have to get rid of the guy who causes stress. I don't like the individuals who cause stress. Dirk Stab, you can move forward. Battle Ballard. Uses... Okay, so there's 2 uses for this. And you move forward by 3. But it also decreases their accuracy. Forward by that. Yeah, sure, do it. I like that. It just like shuffles up like let's... I would like to heal him, or her. I'd like to heal her. Give them into this, and then this will help with the stress, and it'll help with the torch. throwing that light around, son. Do it again. Alright.
Be gone, fiend.
Hey, why can't you heal him? Can't heal the one in the far back? What kind of crap? Alright, well, here.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Let's, I guess, just use it on you.
Destroyed.
Let's see. Medicine. Cure blight and bleed. Let's heal. 5, 2.
Obliterated. Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Phone went off. Okay. What do we have here? A sarcophagus, I believe. Yep. A regular sarcophagus. There is nothing that we can do with it, or add to it, I should say. However, there is a percentage. There's a good percentage that if we open it, we should get something good. Neat. We can go left or we can go right. 2 curios if we go this way. There is a room battle with treasure over yonder. Let's go right because I see the 2 curios and this could be good. What have we in here?
Wealth beyond measure.
Wealth
Awarded
beyond
to the
measure.
brave and the foolhardy alike.
Ah, stack of books. What was the stack of books? If we do nothing, there's a 22% chance of that, 22.2% chance of that, 11.1% chance of that, 11.1% chance of that, 11.7% chance of that, and was that 16 or 11.7% of that? Which of you guys... Wait a minute, was it good or bad? Positive, okay. Well... What is you? You... And you. How about you? Go ahead, see what... Ah, shit. Well... The risk was calculated, but man, am I shit at math. Let's go north. No! God, why'd I do that? freaking torches, dude. Alright, you. Uh-oh. Shambler's altar thingy right there. Do we want to fight the Shambler again? I don't know about that one. That shit. Oh, everyone gets it. It's not just one person. Alright, cool. I should have done the stress one.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands. Slowly,
And he's out.
gently. This is how a life is taken.
Shambler's altar. Yeah, if we add a torch to that. But we do not want to deal in such petty matters. Shit! Oh, they're surprised. Poison. And try and get that down while increasing Could you try dodging the liquid that they throw at you, please?
Back to the pit. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Critical scouting success will sometimes reveal a secret room. Advance to the tile marked. Ah, yes. The secret room. Back there. What have we? An unlocked strongbox. Go ahead. It's trapped. It was unlocked. Bitch. We shall move this way. You want to try reading a book again without it disturbing you? Oh. Complacency with books and literature. I really just want to dig into this game and bitch slap you. It was like he was reading some math books and then found out, hey, there's letters next to numbers now. What is this algebra and geometry shit we're talking about here?
Another one falls. executed with impunity.
These are not the greatest
Be wary.
healers. I mean, if we
Triumphant
get
pride precipitates a
if
dizzy
we get, what do you
fall.
call it? A critical? That's something, but these healing, oh god, we have no healers.
The light, the promise of safety. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
I targeted him instead of both of them because of the Zealous Accusation, it had it wasn't as powerful, it had like a negative damage modifier, but the chop attack that he had was like 15% extra damage to Unholy, and he was Unholy. Excuse me.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Eradicated. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Locked sarcophagus. We have no key! Let's see. If it's locked, we need that or that, that or that. Ooh, not good. We have no skeleton key. We have no shovel. So, we can't do anything. Trap, we have that and that. Frickin', let's go ahead and rest, I suppose.
A moment of
Everybody
respite.
eat.
A chance to
and
steel
drop on
oneself
that.
against the coming horrors.
We can have you do that. 15 minutes, stress for next battle. 15. What have you? 15. Heal. Remove disease. Okay. What have you? Stress. We have one companion, negative 30 stress. If afflicted, negative 15. What have you? Mockery. All companions negative 20 stress, one companion plus 20. Okay, so you're going to be making fun of one individual. Everyone else who's not the individual you're making fun of is going to be like, oh yeah, great times, fuck that guy. But then the one guy's like, I fucking hate you all. For 20 stress. I mean, so I can have him make fun of him. And he'll get 20 stress, but then he'll go down 20, and he'll go down 20, and he'll go down 20. I think this one's a better one because you can just choose the one person who needs it. So, how about 4, 7, you. Neat. Okay. Guns. Have it, so how about drop you down? Neat. No bleeding, no blight. We can heal him for what he has left, or we can try dropping stress on these individuals. Remove disease. Plus 20% disease resistance. I guess we might as well. On self. Go ahead. This injection shall fortify against any internal assaults on my flesh. Well, congratulations. Now, we do have a chance of being nighttime invaded, but let's see what happens.
And now,
Shit!
the darkness holds dominion. Black as death.
And shuffle. Alrighty, Noxious blast for the stun. Target you. Not the greatest little disease. Or stun. I think that was a stun. Okay, let's look at this. A little bit of fire. This again. That. Light was in 40%. Fine.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Shit. Torch light out there.
Precision and power.
Nice. And a repo.
In
so I forgot about
radiance,
that.
may we find victory.
Back to your positions. Head on down. Trap. 100% chance, 50, 70, and a 70. So. Hells yeah. What we got here? Gold. Now with the light fading, you do have a higher chance of finding more kinds of loot. Better loot, I should say. You. This to hurt you guys since you're both unholy. Ooh, that's a close one.
Ears, blurred vision. The end approaches.
Let's do it again. Shoot the guy's attacking stays down. Oh, come on. Shit. You two.
Ghoulish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
An unlocked strong box. Nice. There's an obstacle. Did we pick up a shovel? No, we didn't. Oh, there's an obstacle in the way. We are going to... Oh, man. We need to go back the other way. I'm pretty sure I know what that obstacle is, and it's one of those things where you need a shovel to get through, so we have to take the long way around. For 7 rounds. Ew.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Won't bother with Curio. Here. And what do we have? An ancient artifact. A chest untouched for centuries. There's a locked compartment on the side. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. An ancient artifact. I don't believe I wrote anything down for this. Coffin. We can go ahead and open it, but if we had a key, we probably would get something a whole lot better, so... Yeah, see, all we got is this, but if we had a key... If we had a key, there would have been a collector's item or something like that. A trinket of some sort.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home. Perched at the very precipice of oblivion. unnerved, unbalanced. A death by inches.
Bruh, they're like all hitting criticals.
Annihilated. This expedition at least promises success.
We have a problem. We have a problem here. As you can see, everyone is shitty at healing. I mean, the only people that can heal, they just suck at healing. I mean, I could do the food thing, but probably gonna need it for the food check.
A fortune, waiting to be spent. Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss. A dizzying blow to body and brain. a true test. Hold fast, or expire. Mortality clarified in a single
this
strike.
Motherfucker. Well, congratulations, you just played yourself.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Sarcophagus. Nothing we can do about that. See, this is exactly why you need a healer in a group. Need a healer in a group. Xenophobia. Well, good thing you're not my A2. You all fucking suck. Oh great, yeah, totally. Give us this. This is just what we needed. Probably gonna lose some people here. Oh.
From becoming unwound. As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves. The will to fight falters. Many fall in the face of chaos, but not this one. Not today. decimated. Masterfully executed. Exposed to a killing blow.
Why is the enemy all getting this?
Another life wasted in the pursuit of glory and gold. Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Well, we lost the guy who can do damage to the necromancer, and we are all fucked. Well, what are we gonna do? We'll probably abandon quests. Probably gonna have to abandon quest because it's a necromancer. That necromancer's probably gonna summon all kinds of spooky voodoo shit. Yeah. Get out of here.
A setback, but not the end of things.
Oh, because I wanted to get this. Out. Okay. Guard. Replaced hard noggin. Just killing. I'm probably gonna be getting rid of some people. Not saying who.
Awash in blood and
shit.
delusion. He bears the burden of 1,000 lifetimes.
There are some who believe that only maintaining of blood and suffering can cleanse sickness in the land. Here's one who will do his part. Indeed. We have a flatulent. Where's he at? Probably gonna stage coat. Wait a minute. Ah, that's okay, so there we go.
There is power in the blood for those with the fortitude to pay the price.
Put you at the top. Here. We have 2 abominations and 1 bounty hunter and a grave robber. Let's check the bounty hunter. Let's see. His name is that Pippi? Pippery? I don't know, some stupid shit. The Unholy Hater. Plus 15% damage versus Unholy. Negative 15% stress versus Unholy. Okay, neat. Paranoia. Paranomania. Obsessed with the paranormal. Sounds a little bit like me. This is a decent class. He doesn't have very much bad. What do we have here? Collect. We don't have Mark. We don't have Come Hither. Uppercut. Flashbang. Finish him. Finish him. And Caltrops. Yeah, we'll take you.
The thrill of the hunt. The promise of payment.
Ooh. Hey. Did not do too well. Alright, what do we have here for Mac? He is a mankind hater. 50% damage against human and necromania. Fascinated with corpses. Okay. Everything's unlocked because he is an abomination. what do you have here? The quickening time self. It's for speed for 4 battles. What is this? Eldritch Blood. Self only. 3 for cost. 40% resist, plus 20% stress. Ew. That's not good. Decent. What of Myron? Hard Noggin. Meh. Weldphobe. Meh. And you still have the same shit. I think you were the better choice.
Tortured and reclusive. This man is more dangerous than he seems.
Okay. Stagecoach. Nothing we can upgrade as of yet. What of the blacksmith? Nothing. What of the guild? Nothing. What of the survivalist? Nothing. Hey. I like that. What of the tavern? Nothing. The abbey? Cloister? The penance hall? Sanitarium. Ooh, yeah, we need to. The sanitarium would be a possibility of upgrading. Reduce the cost of sanitarium quarters. Reduce the cost of diseases. Okay, so diseases we kind of want. Nomad wagon. What is this? Archer's ring plus 5 range. Okay. Nothing. Graveyard. This piece of shit. Had a heart attack due to unsustainable stress. Now there is a possibility of retrieving these, but I mean, I don't know if I really want to.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Oh boy. Okay, let's see. You. What color palettes do we have for you? That's all we have. We are gonna rename you to Dredd, because he looks like Judge Dredd. Let me see what we have here. Punish. Okay, so it's a 95% accuracy, or 95 on accuracy, crit modifiers plus 4. Bleed 100%, 4 points for 3 rounds. And then they have a chance to, and then there's a 20% bleed resist as well. Reign of Sorrows is a pretty good one. This is for the 3, this is for this one, I heal myself for 34, but I do negative 30% damage, and I get negative 10 dodge, and negative 4 on the speed. 30. This one works anywhere, so long as my health is below 50%. Endure. Negative 12 stress, that's pretty good. 5 stress. Oh, okay, so this, I target someone on my team, they get negative 12 stress. I, therefore, Dredd, gets 5 stress. So, you know, I'll take 12 stress away from you, but then I get stressed for doing it, but I won't get stressed as much. What about this one? Mark target, self 30. The stress thing is decent. This can be done anywhere. This can be done anywhere. Now, here's the thing with the flagellant. Stress is a thing with the flagellant, as you can see here. Like, why would you use the extra stress? Well, the flagellant has an affliction called Rapturous. Everyone else has something different. all flagellants, they will only get Rapturous, and Rapturous is not a good affliction. I mean, it's good, but it's not good in a sense that it's good because he will fight harder to kill the enemy. But sometimes afflictions will cause your character to do whatever he or she wants for the time. Rapturous is one of those ones. You've seen before where my character, the jester, decided to move on his own, and I think somebody else did an attack on their own. They just wanted to do something. Rapturous is one of those ones where he'll do whatever he wants. It's good for him though, because he will go and try and punish and kill the bad guys. It's bad because it's a bad affliction versus a virtuous one. Everyone on the team's gonna get stressed out because of him saying shit like, death to all sinners and this and that, you all going to hell. Everyone on the team's like, motherfucker, we're not sinners, we're not going to hell. And then they get stressed out, but then the bad guys are like, well, shit, we are fucked because we done pissed off a flagellant. Another thing about the flagellant, every once in a while, they will go on a little pilgrimage or something. If you have them in the penance hall, because the flagellants, they will only go to the penance hall to flagellate or whatever. They'll hit themselves and all that. You leave them in there. Sometimes you'll go out on a mission, you come back, and all of a sudden it says Dread went on a freaking seeking enlightenment god something, and he'll be gone for a while. You know, you go on another mission, you come back, he might be back, he might not. Go on another mission, he should be back on the second one. There's that. So yeah. Let's see something. What a view. We have brown and blue, green. I suppose that's fine. Yeah, so he's pretty much an abomination. He's a demon. No good people will fight with him, or holy people, I should say. So you won't have the Crusader fight with him, the Vestal, the Flagellant. They won't fight with this guy. They'll call him a monster. The Leper won't fight with him. They'll call him a demon, a monster, because that's pretty much what he is. So yeah, decent character, but I mean, it's whatever. Dismiss this book. Plus 8 dodge. Enjoy that, I suppose. The Plague Doctor. Back here. For 1,000. Drink on, I suppose. You are not allowed to gamble. Will only flagellate. Obsessed with killing. That's pretty good. That's good. Yeah, see, this is all good stuff to have. Plus 4 speed on first round, plus 5 on first round. Yeah, that's something, I don't know. Let's see. Flagellations brings absolution. Go. That, I suppose. I need this. Yes. Alright, buddy. Bohan, to be honest, I'm probably gonna toss you. I'm probably gonna toss your sorry ass. Yeah. You're beyond. I mean, you only have this, but you will only tip in town, or drink in town. That, you're just crap, dude. I'm probably gonna have to dismiss you. Sorry.
Send this one to journey elsewhere, for we have need of sterner stock.
Let's see. Let's go to the... No, not there, because, I mean, it doesn't matter. See, nothing. But the guild we can go to and unlock some things. Stun. That'll stun him. Caltrops. Hold the enemy from any position. Target's marked. Stun, shuffle. Stun, knockback. Shuffle. We can get rid of you, and then we can get rid of one of you. 85 on the accuracy for you, damage is negative 67, knockback 2, and stun. Or a 95% base for you, but it does no damage. Stun and shuffle a single target. Ooh, we can go with this. And mark the target. That. Go with that. That's worth 900, and we are running low on money. Unequip. Yep. Bring them all back. Bring them all back. Bounty Hunter, brutally efficient single target executioner and crowd control specialist. For the Bounty Hunter, planning is key. Mark targets for bonus damage or look for opportunities to capitalize on a stunned foe. He can also wreak havoc on enemy parties' order using his grappling hook, flashbangs, and powerful uppercuts. So, yeah, he's pretty decent. I like using him. Click on you. Oh, we still have this one. What is this? Steady Bracer, plus 10 accuracy for range skills, negative 2 on the dodge. Town event, Silence in the Crypts. Huh. Bleed Amulet, uncommon, plus 20% bleed skill chance, plus 20% bleed resist, but negative 4 on the dodge. You. All Saints Day, we get Feather Crystal, rare, plus 2 speed, plus 8 dodge, negative 20% stun resist, negative 20% move resist. It's a Swordsman Crest. Plus 15% damage, but negative 50% healing skills. Well, I mean, if you don't have a character that heals, this is okay. What of the Weld? Which is Vile, Plague Doctor, common, plus 20% stun, whatever. What of you? There's that. So far, it's just the ruins that we're dealing with. Interesting. I might just sell this. Ancestral's candle. I might just sell this. Yeah, I need the money. We're gonna sell it. The other stuff we can keep. We need the money though to go out and get the right stuff. We could try for this one again to try and get this for the abomination. We just need to pick a team. Now we have Rodriguez again, and with Rodriguez we can bring Dredd, but we cannot bring Mac. Jeez, let me see. We can bring out Campion as well, who can heal, and Hatchet can also come on out and help with healing as well. Dredd can sort of heal too, but he has to be below 50% health, which can happen quite a bit actually, but that healing will actually help. Oh shit, I forgot. Back to the estate real quick. Yeah, I forgot about this guy. Okay, so Flagellant. Flagellant belongs to an extremist faction within the church and is generally regarded with a toxic mixture of fear, awe, and disgust. The power that draws from the martyrdom is as effective as it is unsettling. In one moment, he is a fountain of healing renewal, and the next, a conduit of terrible wrath. His full potential is realized only the brink of madness or death. Yeah. Excuse me. We're gonna want that. Oh, shit, I was just reading. Heal 1 for 2 rounds. But you will bleed for 3 points for 3 rounds. Ooh. But then again, your health goes down enough, you can use this to heal yourself, but then you take negative 30% damage, your dodge goes down, and your speed goes down. So you're not going to do as much damage next time around. But it only lasts for, I think, I don't know if it's for the whole battle. I don't remember. It might have been for the whole battle, or it could just be for like 2 or 3 rounds of the battle. So it could be like a back and forth on healing. It really depends on what you choose that you want to do. This one's pretty good because you transfer. If you notice members on your team are like hurt and like they're blighted and bleeding, you could just transfer all that to yourself. But then when you transfer to yourself, you mark yourself as a target, but then you also get an extra 30% of protection, so you're not going to get hit as hard. And you get an extra 4% death blow resist. So if something were to happen that all of a sudden you're at death's door, the percentage of death blow done to you isn't going to be as bad. You won't find your character dying as quick, or a chance of dying at all. I like these characters; they're pretty damn good. I'm not going to bother with this, but yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure if you get them up here, it's pretty decent, but I don't want to bother with that. Battle-hardened and stalwart, the Crusader has held the front lines in 100 holy wars. He either attacks foes head-on with righteous fury or embraces a melee supportive role by leveraging his powerful defensive buffs and off heals. That's pretty good. Okay, let me see. This we can take off. that. So these two and then these two, because this can mark and then this can damage the mark, and this can stun and shuffle, and this can engage the stunned individual. Only way this is not going to work is if the stunned individual happens to be at the very back of the line. Then we're pretty screwed. Let me see. How do we want to do this? Maybe we will do this, 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 this. I don't think we get anything special for that. How about this, 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 this? Nothing? Okay. Back. You there. We'll have it like this. We want to build the bounty hunter up, so we're going to bring someone new in the team. We're going to build the flagellant up, and we'll have a veteran on the team and another veteran that can heal. Okay. As for items, this is only for the occultist, this is only for the plague doctor, and this dodge. Who has a decent enough dodge? 5, 4. Move resist. What is your move resist? 50%. This will. I mean, you're gonna need some form of dodge. Was there anything here that did something to your dodge? Ooh, yeah, so this drops your dodge. Move resist. We kind of don't want you moving around either. Yeah, no. Alright, so let's put that back. I guess it's not going to matter. And you're not exactly a tank because, yeah, look, you're a tank. You're not. As a matter of fact, the bounty hunter has more health than you, but because if you're a damage output kind of individual. Night blind is photomania, negative 20% stress if torch is above 75. Oh, okay, well, keep the torch up. How about that? That's for you. Wow, even the Vestal has more health. Well, the Vestal has, yeah, so. Night blindness. You have 10% damage if torch is below 26. Oh, wow, so these two kind of. Let's just make sure our torch doesn't, freaking get there. Negative 50 stress. Yeah, that's pretty good right there, because you can get stressed out. Lashes angry. That was stupid. Actually, that reminds me. Sorry about this, guys. We will get out to the field. Let's go to the survivalist. Where are we at? Dread. Oh, Jesus. 1,700. Get the fuck out of here. That stress relief is pretty good. Remove disease on self. Self only. Oh, he's selfish asshole. That's all. Forgot about that. This is all the stuff for you, huh? Oh, wait. They explain different things in different areas? Okay, so, eschewing the company of others, the flagellant turns his back to the fire, denying himself the comfort of its warmth. Instead, he whips himself mercilessly. This is a man locked in perpetual battle with his own flesh and blood. What of you? Righteous and conviction inspire compelling speeches around the campfire. In the face of mounting stress, the Crusader is a leader, standing tall and refusing to break. His unshakable belief can assuage companions' fear, reassuring them that despite the hardships they will most certainly endure, all will be well at the end. Dismiss, we can't check. What of you? prayers, chants, and blessings brings peace and solace to the Vestal and her party. She can improve a companion's combat prowess, or instead focus on reducing on the group's stress and making the campsite a safe place for a good night's rest. What of you? At rest, the occultist will attempt communion with the dark and impossible forces of the void, an effort to strengthen himself and the party. Such efforts are frequently taxing, however, exacting a toll in darkness and stress. What of you? Grave Robber is restless and prefers to wander, and while the party camps, always on the lookout for trinkets and baubles. She may reluctantly confess to pilfering an item in the hamlet prior to departure, or entertain those with a similarly morbid sense of humor with a biting and ironic wit. What of you? At camp, like in combat, the bounty hunter's strength lies in preparedness. He can take time to study his notes, bettering his odds against the typical foes or even specifically big game. Scouting ahead can increase a party's knowledge of lurking threats, while tracking increases the party's chance of surprising enemies. And what of the Abomination? The Abomination spends his restless moments lost in the myriad symptoms of his condition. Pulse-pounding self-buffs provide opportunities for even the greater effectiveness in the next melee, while concentrating on suppressing his terrible impulses can alleviate some of the party's apprehension. Lovely. Was there other things that we can read? Yeah, alright, so let's go here. Flagellant. The flagellant relishes the scars and abrasions that cover his body, drawing incomprehensible resilience from the tearing of his own flesh. His flail, a particularly cruel and merciless weapon, drips with the enemy's blood and his own. What of the Crusader? The Crusader wears heavy plate mail and wields a longsword. While affording him excellent protection and damage, his armor restricts movement and his sword cannot be swung effectively in the back ranks. So a hint right there would be that don't have him in the back, and he's not going to have much in dodge or mobility, but he's going to have protection. Neat. What of you? Vestal. Blessed plate mail encases the Vestal as she delivers terrible violence and healing comfort in equal measure. A mace in one hand and the holy book in the other, a study in contrasts and all more effective for it. Occultist scholarly robes, better suited to the library than the harsh realities of adventuring, are all the occultist has brought with him. His rituals and chants require deft movements of hand and finger, so better be unencumbered that he may channel the power of his morbid fetish, the polished skull of a dead man. The Grave Robber. A light coat is all the Grave Robber will wear. She favors mobility and dexterity over protection. Concealed with her garment, a razor-sharp throwing dagger, and the garment. Concealed within her garment are razor-sharp throwing daggers, and buckled to her back a pickaxe. Yeah, I really don't care for the pickaxe though. The bounty hunter favors with a hand axe and grappling hook, a pairing that allows him to ensnare and execute his quarry with professional efficiency. His tough leather scale armor grants decent protection without sacrificing mobility. Abomination. Protected by cursed chains and a thick leathery hide, the Abomination can withstand the pressure of frontline combat as well as any plated footman. His terrible claws are each the size of daggers, and his progressive mutation manifests in unspeakable strength, speed, and profusion of bile. And we can't see the Highwaymen, we can't see the Plague Doctor just yet, and there are other people like the Men of Arms and others that I haven't decided to pick up yet from the wagon. Let's go ahead and embark upon our journey. Okay. We have our group. Let's head out to the field. So we have camping. Let's collect on food. I think 12 was decent. We might find more. We get 10. Let's get an extra. 2 of those, 2 of those, 1 of those. We're in the ruins, right? What calls for the ruins? We do have 2 holy water. That should be enough. Skeleton keys. We have 2. That should be enough. We have shovels. Herbs, possibility, but there's only like one need for an herb. Should we run into a certain particular item? Don't have to worry about anti-venom when it comes to blight, since we have dread with us. Yeah, let's give this a try. Let's get 2 of these. Let's get 2 of those.
Mastery over life and death was chief among my early pursuits. I began in humility, but my ambition was limitless. Who could have divined the prophetic import of something as unremarkable as a twitch in the leg of a dead rat?
I do apologize if I spend too much time talking or being in areas like at the hamlet for too long and there's not enough getting out to the field and doing things. I like to get really involved in the game and really think things through. I hope you guys can appreciate that. Give me a second. I need to toss this bottle away. All right.
A devil walks these halls. Only the mad or the desperate go in search of him.
All right. So we have our positions. We have our healer. We have that. Let's see. We have what we wanted with you. With you. Nope. Okay. Ooh. Oh boy. Curios, traps. Oh shit. Okay, so it's probably gonna be the bounty hunter that can deal with the traps. Okay. Let's go this way and see what's over here. 70% chance, 40% chance, 80% chance, and 70. Yeah, so you are the best to deal with it. Good. Got rid of that. Have some books here. What did the stack of books do for us again? Stack of books, 22% chance of stress, 22.2% positive quirk, 11.1% chance of a negative quirk, 11.1% chance of decreased light, 11.7% chance of journal entry, or 11.7% chance of nothing. Shit. It's a 22.2%. Did I say 2 or 7? 22.2% chance of a positive quirk, but it's also a 22% chance of stress and all the other stuff. Could get something good. We could get something. Zoophobia. Oh, great. That locked in for her, didn't it? Against Beast. Oh, man. Risk it. Risk it. Beast Slayer. Alright. Plus 10% accuracy versus Beast, plus 3% crit versus Beast. It's good, but I wouldn't personally keep it. Again, there are better things for the Crusader. or better things for any character. As a matter of fact, in the first video, I think I mentioned it, but because there was no commentary in the first video, I'll excuse me. I'll go ahead and read off quirks that I like for any and all of my characters to have. Excuse me. Tough is a quirk that you can get, and Tough gives you plus 10% max HP. That's a good one to have. That's one that you want to lock in. It's 10%, but 10%'s, you know, it's good. Quick Reflexes is another one. You get plus 2 speed. That's one you would like to lock in. Irrepressible is another good one. It's a plus 5% virtue chance. It's up in the air if you want that or not. There are other better ones. Faded is a good one. Chance to turn any miss into a hit. So there's a good one right there. Hard Skin's a very good one. It's plus 10% protection. Deadly is a good one. Plus 1% critical chance. That's pretty good. Evasive is another good one. That's a real good one. It's a plus 5 dodge. Slugger is a decent one. It's a plus 10% damage with melee skills. Precise Striker is pretty good. It's plus 3% critical chance with melee skills. Unguard is pretty good. One of our characters, I think it's Dismas who has it. It's plus 4 speed on the first round and plus 5 dodge in the first round. Natural Swing is another good one to have. It's plus 5 accuracy. Those are all ones that I like to generally try and have my characters have. So Beast Slayer, decent, but it only works on Beast. The stuff that I named off is going to work regardless because it's based on the character moves. So like on melee attacks, on this or on that. It's not like only works on Beast because you're not always going to run into Beast. So, you know. All this stuff, they're okay. The Warrior of Light's pretty good, but it has to be above 75. And I mean, the freaking torch dies out just by freaking having a tick fart in its way, you know, and it's just crazy. So that was a chance we took, and a 22.2% chance we got the positive quirk there. So yeah, let's continue on. See, already it's below, it's like 70, so we get more stressed. Okay, let's move on, see what happens.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Here we are. We have one more shovel left. Hopefully we can find another shovel. Alright. Hey, there's an Iron Maiden. Tempting Goblets. Oh, great. Alright, you. 4 for 3, 2 for 3. No one else is bleeding. What is this? Oh, negative 20 stress quest. Why do you have negative 20 transfer. I guess if I do this, I get protection. Which is good. Because these guys are not going to bleed, but if they're going to target him like that, marked him and he has that. Now, flashbang, we can mark a target. Can you get? How about we use this flashbang grenade? Front. Let's do a. Or we can just specifically. Just heal him.
The light, the promise of safety.
being targeted because he marked himself and he marked himself. And we don't have to worry about him for right now. So, 2 rounds, 30 protection. But it's not really going to do a whole lot to... Again to bring him protection, and now he's only marked, but he's got 60% on the protection. Now you. Mark you and then keep you marked. 2 damage. Remove the stress. And but he will eventually bleed. It will happen. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. 3. Alright.
Back to the pit. The blood pumps.
Nice.
The limbs obey.
Nice. Good one. Alright, nice bit of damage. How's about that? Could be killing them a lot better, especially with the Crusader, because these are unholy characters and he can actually engage them, but I'm trying to manage stress down, and everyone else is doing just fine anyways, so...
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Another one falls.
This stun charm.
Be
Common,
wary.
plus 20% stun resist, but
Triumphant
negative 2
pride
on that.
precipitates
We'll
a
take it
dizzy
because we can
fall.
sell it. So everyone in their positions? Yep. Okay. We have this. Iron Maiden. I believe if we use this, we can get something. Let me check. Iron Maiden. That is affirmative. If you use herbs, because this could be... The idea is that Iron Maiden is just a torture device. Now, if anyone on your team loves a torture, I forgot what it was called. Maybe it was Thanatophobia or something. I don't know. I forgot what it was called. If they like torture, this is one of the things that'll hit the check chance for them, that they'll open this and they can find items in it, or they can be blighted and poisoned or something. As a matter of fact, let me see what the Iron Maiden says. 40% chance of that, 20% chance of a negative quirk, which is, what is that? Claustrophobia. Okay, so you can get claustrophobia from that. You can get a disease, tetanus, or a random disease. So you can get 13.3% chance of tetanus, or you can get a 6.7% chance of a random disease. It's an Iron Maiden. You'll see what I'm talking about. So I'll do this. You look on the inside, there's a little bit of red.
Glittering
It's
gold,
pretty bad.
trinkets
So,
and
you know, you can get
baubles.
something in that. And it's
Paid
claustrophobic.
for
You can
in
get locked
blood.
in by accident and get pulled out, and then it's like you get scared and stuff. So, yeah. Alright, what do we have? Stressful incantation. Let's go ahead and mark her since she's already int. Okay, you and this one. Now he's not, but that's fine. You will work the faith, bring up the torch, have yourself marked.
A dizzying blow to body and
But
brain.
since he's lower than half health, he can do the healing thing. That we can
will
have
to
him
fight
focus the blood on
falters.
himself. You, how's about? But he does do less damage when his dodge is there. But he pretty much healed himself. No. Woo, that was good. Let's do a. I don't think. He can use a little bit of health,
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
but now we did target. Ooh. Two rounds just been marked. How's about that? See if she moved. There we go. Hell yeah.
Decimated. Annihilated.
We'll now transfer the bleeding to him. And as for you, nice.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
And you are just gonna bleed 1 damage for 2 rounds, so you're just gonna lose 2 health. Yeah, so you'll be at 20. It's not bad. If we had a bandage. Oh wait, we do have a bandage. We can go ahead and get rid of that right now. Yeah, let's do it. There we go. Okay. Let's move on over here. We could find the necromancer over here, or we could not. I doubt we will, but it's whatever. Hunger has set in. Go ahead and heal. Heal for 5%. It wasn't much, but if I said no, we all would have taken a stress toll. Ooh, another Iron Maiden. I don't have anything to open. Let me see. Iron Maiden. Yep, I have nothing. Now let me double check and make sure nobody has a thing that's like, yo, I like Obsessive Paranormal. Maybe not. It might have been something else for him. Night blindness, no, and you, God-fearing, kleptomania, prone to stealing. Yeah, we gotta get rid of that. And then slow reflexes, we have to get rid of that too. So none of them are going to mess with this. No! I mean, it was good. Okay, so he sensed the spirits. Paranoia allowed him to try and investigate because he sensed the spirits involved. I guess that kind of makes sense because I guess people can die. Well, people did die in these, and their spirits could be lingering behind.
The match is struck.
But
A blazing star is born.
great. Suit armor, and we surprised them. people who can stress the shit out of us, though. How's about we get... How about you? We need you out of there. Yeah, so you'll move up. That way the bleed can be done to these guys. You, how's about you heal them for 5? Nice. You, Bulwark of Faith, please.
In Radiance, may we find
You guys get to
victory.
go. Stumbling. You, the blood coming in. How about we... Alright, how about we then, with that, target you, get rid of you since you're unholy. You're gonna take a lot of damage there. A lot of damage. You... How about... Bring that stress down, please. Goblet. How much drink do you have in that, dude? There's only so much you can do. Shit. This, get him some protection since he's up in the front now. For you.
Be
There we
gone,
go.
fiend.
Good dodge, good dodge. Okay. Everybody, get a heal. You.
Press
Get
this
the bitch out of there.
advantage. Give them no quarter. Another abomination, cleansed from our lands. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Smooth charm. Man, we can sell it. Suit of armor, however. Suit of armor. Let's see. Locked, sarcophagus. Suit of armor. 75% chance of. What is that? Buff protection, dodge that. 12% positive quirk. Okay, so overall, it's good if you mess with this. Who do we want to deal with this, however? Let's see, what was it? What did it say? More time, positive quirk, ruins adventurer, or ruins tactician. Oh, well, it doesn't really matter, I guess. We'll just, I guess, you. Neat. Oh, until camp though. Ugh, I was gonna camp just right there. Try and make our way out of here.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
I'm noticing the torch doesn't go down as fast. I think it's in areas that you've already traveled, the torch is not going to go down as fast. But if you travel to new locations, the torch will go down faster. So like here, yeah, I saw that. It just took a big toll.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
Damn, you guys need to
We
eat
require only the strength to follow it.
Toll on interesting. Books. Zoophobia. What is that? Against beasts. Yep, against beasts. Why did you miss?
Unnerved, unbalanced.
More dust, more ashes, more disappointment.
Yep. Lost one of my favorite characters in this game. Well played on these fucking pricks. Well fucking played.
Executed with impunity. Great is the weapon that cuts on its
I've
own.
never had that happen before. I've never had that happen before. They just fucking targeted him, and that really actually pisses me off that I lost a good member of the team there.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
Can't believe we lost a fucking flagellant. Oh my god, I'm so bummed out that we lost the fucking flagellant. They webbed him, which targeted
The
him.
darkness holds much worse than mere trickery.
Webbed him,
Boogeymen.
which targeted him, and fucking just, oh my god, they just wouldn't fucking stop. I mean, when he died, they all got stunned and we all got healed, but that's just because it was the flagellant. That's what happens when the flagellant dies. But, just... Also, we picked up the blood.
Trifling victory.
The Crimson
But a
Curse, when you get
victory
it, this is what
nonetheless.
helps quell it for a bit. So. Lost the flagellant. I'm so bummed about that. Really? Hate that Tempting Goblin. This should be like a one-time use move. This is such bullshit.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Seriously, that's bullshit that we could just keep using that maneuver. I mean, it makes sense for her because it's some kind of incantation, but it shouldn't do as much as the Tempting Goblin, but still. I really think the Tempting Goblin should only be used once. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. again.
The walls close in. The shadows whisper of conspiracy.
Eradicated.
Fucking bitch, I'm going for one.
Seize this momentum.
Plus 10%.
Push on to the task's end.
That's good, I suppose. Might as well give it a this guy. It's not moving fast anyways. What do we have here? An heirloom chest, I think. Yeah, the key. Oh, come on. We need the portrait. Move charm. Stun charm. Should click to discard this item. No. But we would like this portrait. As for the blood, I mean, we don't have a use for it yet. However, we don't want to get rid of it. Oh boy. God, I am so pissed that I lost the frickin' flagellant. That's very annoying. Battle down here. I suppose. Oh, he skipped more spiders.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Bruh. We don't need that. We need to be fucking hidden. Thank you, you dumb
Reeling,
bitch.
gasping, taken over the edge into madness. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. A handsome
You took
reward
all of this.
for a task
You
well
took all of
performed.
this. Fucking kleptomania. fucking die for your choice. How about that? How's about we...
Obliterated.
This dumb bitch.
Soothed. Sedated.
I hate when they have these afflictions and they start talking stupid
Grievous
shit and then they cause
injury.
everyone else to be like fucking
Palpable
stressed
fear.
out. It's so goddamn annoying. Catch me with the draw. Oh my god, this guy's a dumb fucking prick. This game is so fucking ridiculous.
Ghoulish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
We want the crest, so get you there. I don't need any of that. As for the emeralds, maybe trade it for the jades. I mean, I guess. I honestly don't think we're gonna make it to the fucking necromancer. We lost the fucking flagellant. We needed him. We needed him. It's an extra member on the team that can help deal damage to every fucking person. We just... Ugh.
Regroup. Reassemble.
Just
Evil is timeless, after all.
we just can't do it. We can't. The team's about to get stressed the fuck out. Just, fear the unholy. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. That is just beautiful. Because, I mean, you're a holy person, now you're afraid of them.
A fresh irritant to some, a sanguine memory to me.
Nope. Just my luck. No fucking flagellant. Of course. Why would there be? We had an opportunity to have one, and then the game just decided to fuck me over. What does this one do? Increases the number of available heroes to 5. Increases the size of the roster to 16. Heroes of Resolve level 1 will sometimes appear in the stagecoach.
Great heroes can be found even here, in the mud and rain.
Judgment to heal that. What is this? You know what? Whatever. We need another healer.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
What about the Antiquarians? Guilt of conscience, bears crushing guilt of deeds, real and imagined. 5, balanced, increased chance of winning, gambling. What do you have? Nervous stab, festering vapors. Get down, go back 1, buff self for dodge and speed, and then protect me, force guard by ally buff, target 5 dodge and 20 protection. That's okay. What about you? What is this? Fortifying vapors. Heal 1 for 1. How much per heal? Powder, buff target. I don't know. Maybe none of you. Shit. Alright, so we got Stun Charm, which I don't care for. Let's go ahead and sell. We got this. Go ahead and sell. Let's see. Slippery Boots. Sell. Cultist. I guess we'll keep that. Plague Doctor. Plus 8 accuracy. We'll keep that. Equip. Yeah, sure. Bounty Hunters. Helmet. That's not exactly great. What is this? Stunning Satchel. Plus 30% stun chance. Okay. What is this? Mantra of Fasting. Plus 33% max HP if Crimson Curse is wasting. And plus 6 speed if Crimson Curse is wasting. Alright, so basically, when you get the Crimson Curse, there's different levels of the curse that you will be in. There's going to be where you're fully sated with the Crimson Blood. You're you're dying of thirst, you're wasting away, and this and that. This will help in those circumstances, but it's kind of a risk, so this is kind of stupid. I mean, if to get this, well, I'd probably just sell it. What is this one? Book of Rage, uncommon. Plus 25% damage if HP is below. This one's stupid too. I'm just probably going to sell that if I get it. There's this one, Plague Doctor. There's that. Warren's is a pretty decent one. Yeah. So, let's head back. Abby, you need to pray. Go and pray your troubles away. Campion. I fucking hate you. You're just one dumb bitch. I freaking can't worry about this because God, it's just it's gonna cost. It's gonna cost. It's gonna fucking go drink. Go drink, because it's because of you fucking the Dread died. All right. I don't really think it is because of you that he died, but I don't want to blame it on you. All the blame's going to you. Pip. Whatever your stupid name is. Oh, this motherfucker's taking up that spot. Frickin'. I don't know, just gamble and don't cost me any fucking money. God, this sucks. This sucks. We really got nobody good. Let me see. You know what? I'm gonna stop the video here. I'll be right back. I'll start the video back up again. I just gotta go do a little errand here real quick, but I'll catch you guys later. Freaking, we lost the flagellant. Oh my god, that pisses me off. Hopefully we will get a flagellant again. We'll rename him Dread. I don't know, something. But yeah, we'll be right back. I'll see you guys in a little bit.